Kingsfield 2, doing a new recording with a light in the background. Hopefully it's better. Didn't seem so good when I had it recording before with the light off. I had the volume lower too, so I turned up the volume a little bit. I also had a hard time holding the phone still. I definitely need to get better recording equipment though. This was a second Kingsfield for the PlayStation 1. They made the third Kingsfield called Ancient City for the PlayStation 2, and that's all they made. They definitely need to make another one, but I don't know if the same people are around. Maybe we should get a band of people together to make another one. So there's a warrior. That could be Alex with the Capricorn. Capricorn's a great sword. You find it in the first castle. Has no magical power, although in this scene here pretty soon they'll show him shooting magic from the sword. But, this is the last castle of the game, I believe. So it's a PlayStation 1 disc in a PlayStation 3 console. PlayStation 1 graphics, so they're not all that great. Shooting up close doesn't do it justice. I think they made an HD version. I think some guy named Wolfman does Let's Play Kingsfield or something like that with the newer version. There's the king, your father. And I think that's Alex. See, he shoots from the Capricorn, but the Capricorn doesn't shoot like that. You just use it as a weapon, but it's a strong weapon. It takes a while to build up, especially when you get it earlier on. So the fight begins against your Faja. So there it is. Kingsfield 2, 1996, from Software, ASCII Entertainment. 19 years ago. It always starts you on continue, even if you don't have a loaded game. That's really weird. From Software. Pretty cool. Now they're going to show you a little bit of playthrough. That's an ice dragon that you get. I think that's the 4th level of water magic. And that's down in the area where you get the Ryuja. It's a katana, which is a pretty cool looking sword, and it's pretty fast in build up. And here's these caves. I always hate those guys. But you can, by the time I fight them later on, I kill them in one hit. But when you first come across them, they're pretty tough. Never did like that firewall spell, but that killed in one hit. That's crazy. Those guys paralyze you. I hate the poison ones though. And I don't like those guys in the beginning. They shoot that water ball at you. You never get the water ball magic, just fireball. I like this area, although you can fall off the cliffs easily. So we're gonna start a new game pretty soon. Here's an area where you get fire spiders hitting you. If you got the fire armor and the dragon helm, then you don't get hurt at all by fire, so that's great. I don't like this area because there's a lot of ghosts that shoot those green orbs at you. Although by the time you're in that area of the game, they don't hurt you that much, but they half your strength and magic levels, and that's never fun. Alright, so we're gonna start a new game. I like this guy. He's got a cool voice.
No one could explain the fall of the king. 15 years.
Not even I could. That's why they should have a backstory you can play for Kingsfield 4.
Now the guy watched him rise the ancient evil return to the form of the king. They cried out for Alexander and brought back the Moonlight Sword 5 years ago.
Yeah, Alexander. That's the guy, I think, from the beginning of the video. There's a moonlight sword. Broken. And I still don't know who Alex is. He could be your brother, or he could be some dude. They should have a story about Alex. Kingsfield 4. Alex, that's my request. Archmage is there. The first is fire. I think the second might be wind, and then earth, and then finally water. I believe that's the order you do it in. So he envelops the castle in some orb, but I never saw an orb around the castle. So it must have dissipated by the time I got to it.
And the rest was silence. With his final thoughts, Alex sent these words to
And he can bury Halo. Watch. Or hear. Don't hear. Gotta get him my drink here. Sorry. I like that sound right there. And this part really is awesome up here.
For 10 years, Lyle carried the burden
of being a prisoner of the Damned Kingdom.
Now old enough to
understand the message etched in his mind forever. It's time he faced his destiny. Wow, is that cool or what? I could do without these loading screens. Yeah. Chicken memory card. Yeah. Leon Shore. The power of seal for which Alexander gave his life is growing weaker. The number of evil creatures is steadily growing larger. All too soon, the seal will be weak enough for you to be broken by Alfred. If you allow it to happen, the country will be enveloped by total darkness in the form of Father unleashes the power and 10 years pent-up rage upon this land. For the past 10 years, since the fateful day of the seal, I have been watching you grow. I am excited, at the same time afraid that they have finally come to you fulfill your destiny. Please take this final word, the Excellector. I am praying that your journey will be guided by the light. Excellector, what a weird name. I used to call it Exskeletor. Like, you know, Skeletor, but the Exskeletor. Excellector. Level 1. Round 1, fight. Okay, so now the game is starting. You're right outside Leon Shore's home. You can tell right away by looking at the sign. If I can freaking look at it. Jesus, man. Look at the freaking sign. Leon Shore. There we go. So now we'll go back to talk to him. He's got a nice picture of some armored dudes behind him. What do you got to say for yourself? Alexander lost his magical power of light on the day he placed the great seal of the castle. All his life force was put into the seal. Because you have the blood of King Alfred, you have inherited that power as well. The 4 other magical powers have been entrusted to 4 archmages who have been waiting to endow them upon you. I always say endure for some reason. You must have the 4 magical powers to obtain the Moonlight Sword, with which you can break the seal of the castle. The 4 archmages put the sword in the tomb of Alexander and sealed it so that none but the one with the 4 powers could open it. Besides these powers, you must also obtain the seals of Icarus. I believe it's pronounced Icarus, not Icarus. Posers. The king must have given them to someone for safekeeping. I'll tell you about Icarus later. Just remember that you must have the 3 seals of Icarus in order for you to fulfill your destiny. The Excellector will grow with you and increase in power just as you do. One day you will need its power. When you have the 3 seals of Icarus, bring them to me along with this sword. So there you go. So basically, by the time you have the 3 powers of Icarus, the Excellector, nice name, will already be at the power that needs to be, which is level 3. So that is it for this video. You start with what? You start with 2 earth herbs and an antidote. This herb will heal the wounded body. This is a medicinal herb, which is used to eradicate poison. The body will be healed of injuries when poison is removed. I hate poison. Like those mushrooms, man, they suck. Magic, you have light. This will bring all the light in the universe into one light, leading the path for the righteous. So basically it just makes things brighter in the world. You start with the X Selector, which is, this is the greatest achievement of Leon Shore, the guy behind us. This is the first stage of the sword, which will grow more powerful as the owner uses it. Right now it has no light powers, it will later. And then you start with Leather Plate. This body armor is standard issue for soldiers of the Verdite army. It is light, but not very effective against the attack. And then, what do you got? You got some status. So we start with for level 1 X Selector, 39 slash, 32 blow, 9 stab. And for your leather armor, you get 13 slash, 6 blow, and 4 stab defense. You start with hit points 50, magic points 30, power of 20, wisdom of 1, and 10 light magic. Wow. Okay. And as you can see now, I've got 1 bar for each. Got the hit point number and magic point number. It's hard to gauge how things are when you have the number showing, especially when you're fighting. It's better when you have a bar. And that north, south, east, west thing in the upper right hand corner, it's a little too big. So what I like to do is go to the system here, go to option 2, and do display hit point magic point B, display compass B. I think that will do it. There we go. So now you can gauge your hit points, the top, and magic points top, and the compass is a little smaller. So that is it for this video. Thank you. Okay, here's an important place. You can hear the rocking. Can you hear it? It squeaks. This is Marilyn Miller. So this, I believe, would be the next important place. I'm trying to only record important places. So here we go. What do you got to say? My name is Marilyn. I've seen you before, haven't I? You are here with Leon, right? I came here in search of my son, but now I'm stuck here. I can't move forward because of these rotten monsters, and I can't go back. I'd be abandoning my son. Thank you. Please help me. My son is in danger. Could you get this charm to him? He needs it if he's ever going to be free again. I often have nightmares about my son being immobilized and in agony at the hand of all the wickedness. If you can get this charm to him, he'll finally be okay again, please. Okay. So, yeah, some old lady out in the middle of nowhere here. So that is it for that one. She's in the first kind of maze area. Anyway, I have a hard time, obviously, playing one-handed, but that's it for this one. Thank you all.